Hello everyone, and welcome back to World of Warships Blitz with Terry. Today we'll be picking up a bit of a loose end, a series that I've started a very long time ago and haven't really completed yet. And there are kind of two reasons for that. One reason being that I get distracted easily. The second reason being that this is actually a little bit difficult for me to record time-wise, because usually I can do this sort of things async, but this I need to actually do in one go, because this is part of the Road to Z52 series, which means instead of recording battles, testing a ship, then recording a review afterwards, and then just doing the voiceover for things, it means that I actually play the very first battle in the ship without really knowing what's coming. And that means I can have to do this during a time when there's actually somebody online on the servers. And I have to do this when I have sufficient amounts of time to actually record this in one setting. So here we go. Now I have played the Z23 ages ago. I haven't played the ship in quite a while. I did a quick test run yesterday, I think one battle, just to see how well that was going. But we are going to get the Z46 today. So there she is. We're going to research that ship. And this is my press account, so I have sufficient free XP to just do that. And then we're going to purchase said ship. And here we are. We've got ourselves a Z46 or Z46. The Z standing for Zerstörer, which is German for destroyer. And the number obviously just being a number, because they were just enumerated. Now this was a 1936C model, which is just, I think, the last variant of the 1936 series, and had a bit better engines, a bit more firepower, but generally not vastly different. This ship was actually laid down, but the Germans never got to finish her because, the Allies keep dropping things on them, and they were generally running low on material, manpower, and everything else. So the unfinished Z46 and her sister were, I think, blown up by the Allies when they recaptured dockyards, and never really came into being. So very first thing. Now this is not a full review because I haven't tested the ship. This is my first time actually seeing the ship. So let's have a very quick look and actually get her to compare to the Z23. And see how they differ. So we do get the same engine boost, the same sonar, but we get a single smoke screen. And she is a bit faster and a tick more. Yeah, it's marginal really. She's a bit more maneuverable, but not an awful lot. The guns. So we had what is that? 5 guns on the 23. Now we've got 6 guns, so we get more guns, same range, slightly better HE shells, and better turret traverse. Other than that, it looks like a linear progression here. The torpedoes have slightly better range and do a bit more damage. So better torpedoes with the same reload, which is nice to see. Very fast reloading torpedoes. We get AA, but honestly it's not going to matter. We get a little bit though. And the surface detection is actually better than on the Z23. Okay, so we've got a 6.48 kilometer base surface detection. I am not particularly familiar with the higher tier destroyer surface detection. Sorry if there's a bit of hammering going on upstairs. It's the neighbors upstairs. Let's have a quick look at let's just add the Yugo mode to the comparison. I just want to see how that compares, because I am not 100% familiar with that, just in terms of, okay, it's not that far off actually. All right, so no, we don't want to look at the Japanese, we want to look at the Germans. Okay, so we've got our Z46, relatively decent concealment, and other than that, looks like a pretty linear progression from the Z23, which makes sense because it's effectively still the same model, just a little better. Okay, let's get this thing upgraded. Now I do have. I'm going to cut this out because you don't need to wait for me. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's all done. Elite bonus. So we can get gun or torpedoes. Guns it is. No questions asked. This is a German ship. And even after the destroyer, after the split of the German line into the destroyers and the scout cruisers, with these guns, I would still, I mean, they're just 128 mils, but I would still go with, probably with better guns and with the armor piercing. Consumables, we just want that loaded, okay. Supplies, we're gonna go with surface detection, that and traverse, and we put that to auto resupply. You kind of could almost argue if you wanted to have more hit points, but it's a percentage, and the ship doesn't have an awful lot of hit points to begin with. Now, how did I set up the Z23? Reload, axle, and concealment. That sounds like a decent idea. So gun reload makes sense in slot 1. What's her base acceleration? 9.4 seconds. Okay, yeah, I want that down. So definitely acceleration here. And probably concealment. Now you could always argue to do steering, because 4 seconds turn time is not the greatest, but it's also not terrible, not absolutely terrible. It's doable. And with that, we get the gun reload down to 3.69 seconds. Was that the same on the? Yeah, it's the same reload as on the Z23. So fast reloading guns, doing very nice armor piercing damage. And we have a concealment of 5.8, which is not dreadful. Okay, let's get the commander moved over from the Z23. I have reset this commander because I don't know why. I think it was an accident, and I haven't looked up how I set them up previously. So, what I would do on my personal account, if I was doing this, I would actually go for the intermediate course here. Because it's 33,000. I mean, silver is basically free, right? If you're playing higher tiers, you usually have silver until up to the wazoo. You don't even know where to put that stuff. And like 500 gold is a lot just for 30,000 XP. But for the sake of things, actually what, we'll do that. Right? Let's do that, because this is what I would do on my personal account as well. And I will just play out the 33,000 XP. And that would be that. So let's see what skills he now has, because that means he only gets only gets 50% of his skills until he's fully retrained, which means he does not get the Mistweaver, or the Recon skill, or the Fully Prepared, or the Daredevil. All right, let's put a camo on. We're going to use the standard camo because this is just the tier 9 tech tree. So this is grind over territory. Tier 9 can be a little bit of a handful. So that's what we have. All right, cool. There's our ship. There's our Z46 and our 1936 C-class German destroyer from the traditional destroyer line, not from the scout cruiser line. So first ever game. Let's see how this goes, and see if we actually find somebody online on the server today. Okay, that does not look extremely populated. It is now, 1 in the afternoon. So I was hoping that the Asian server would be a bit more populated than this. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how quickly Matchmaker is throwing bots at us, and how that'll end up looking like. Okay, we've got five tier 9s, 6 tier 10s. Okay, that is almost a full team. Yamato, Marlborough, Iowa, Puerto Rico, Holland, Shima. That's what we're up against. And we're playing Epicenter. Okay, so no carrier. The Puerto Rico can be pretty nasty against destroyers, I guess. But Holland and Shima. So I think we should be able to dominate the center circle here. So let's give that a good try. and see how that turns out. Okay, full speed ahead. Engine boost up. Thank you, Sly, for pointing out that the engine boost actually improves your acceleration. I did not know that. I thought it didn't. So the more you know. I have to test actually on a run which one is better in terms of distance covered between the firing the engine boost early and firing the engine boost late once you have full acceleration. It's not going to make a huge difference, but we're going to rush the center cup. Okay, we've got the outer ring, which is good because there's only 2 of us in here, so that means there's only 1 enemy destroyer in the outer ring. Okay, interesting. 1 DD in the middle ring. Nope, no DD in the middle ring. That means I'm gonna be able to grab the center, I think. Okay, let's see if we can get hold of the center, and let's see what we can do here. I'm just gonna go right up to the island. Where are the destroyers? Okay, there's the Shima. There come Halland Torps, and yes, they are covering this area. Hello, Shima. Okay, and now we start gunning the Shima. Where are any cruisers in? Oh, sorry, my bad. Any cruisers? No, not really. Okay, we've got this here. So for now, the Shima is out of torpedoes for a while, and he's not gonna have any. What happened to our? Oh, there's a bot Shima on our side. I was wondering what happened to that thing. Can I get torp range onto that Marlborough? Okay, bot Shima dead. I wanted to start dropping some torpedoes. Can I get undetected, please? There's an Iowa. Where's he going? He is going in front of the island. So let's drop some torpedoes in his wake. And then make ourselves... Yeah, ow, they've seen me. Okay. Enemy destroyer is on the outer ring. I don't really need to sit around here, because I think the enemy destroyers are not particularly planning to hang around here. So let's push and let's assist with... okay, that's a couple good torpedo hits on the Iowa. Can we capitalize on that? Well, my torpedoes should be almost reloaded, so we're just going to go torpedo boating. But I do want the middle ring. So since nobody is currently contesting... Oh, oh, there's Shima. Hello, Shima. Let's smoke up. Hydro up. And see what Shima does. Torpedoes almost ready. Okay. Blind drop from the Shima. I can't see the torpedoes through that smoke, unfortunately. There they are. Okay, that's a good drop. I might take 1. Yeah, 1 torpedo it is. I can survive that. Okay. Shima wants to play? Alright, let's play Shima. Come on. Gunboat time. Yeah, because I'm getting shot at. Okay, that Shima's annoying. But these guys are shooting high explosive at me, so I gotta be a little bit careful. And Shima has gone undetected. Nope, there he is. Okay, he's gunboating. It's not stand still. There is a Yamato over there, and he's been shooting at me, I believe, so I do need to be a little bit careful. Unfortunately, the guns are mostly rear-mounted, so that it can make it a little bit more difficult. Yeah, there comes the Yama. Fortunately, he's firing armor-piercing at me. Okay, another drop at the... just a wide spread at these guys, and see if we can do something about them, but... we were holding him, we're keeping him outside the, there comes Benham as well. We're keeping him outside the capture circles. So, see what the AP is doing against Yama. Yeah, semi-pens. There's still a Shima out there somewhere, but he's running away, obviously. So, narrow spread on the torpedoes. Yama is running. And I think we've got this on points relatively clearly. Benham is just going to absolutely massacre that Yama. He's out of my torpedo range. I'm just trying to see if I can do something, if I can actually hit his weak spots. So I'm not sure where Shima is, so I'm going to just hydro up just in case there are Shima torps coming in. The Benham land mine, sea mines obviously are too slow to catch the Yama easily. Can heal up a little bit more. We're not doing full pens against Yama with the armor piercing. And we might have to help Venom against Shima over there. Hello, Shima. Okay, let's slow down just in case he's got torpedoes away. I just want to gun him down. I think he's going to be busy with Venom, so I don't think he's going to drop torpedoes in my general direction. But let's see if we can get rid of this guy. Yeah, sorry for the hammering. It's just the neighbors upstairs, and unfortunately, there's not an awful lot I can do about it. Yeah, the single was it the single? No, it's one twin turret forwards. Means that chasing after things can get a little difficult. Okay, there's Marlborough and a Yamato still. Where are these guys going? We'll drop some torpedoes in the general direction of everybody. But can't really keep shooting at the Shima because I can't get a lock on. So let's just hammer the Marlborough from here and give people something else to shoot at. Shima's still going for me, obviously, because, you know, press accounts. Can we get a couple of torpedo hits on? Really? Okay. I wasn't sure why my torpedoes didn't hit that. But alright, I'll take it. And that's already game, so... who has... The Großer Kurfürst. Well done. Großer Kurfürst is a great ship. 50,000 points of damage, not bad. Could have gotten a bit more lucky in the end with the torpedoes and still got a kill out of that, but... that worked out reasonably well. Interesting ship. The fast reloading torpedoes are good, and obviously you're a pretty decent gunboat, so just area denial against things like Shimakazes is pretty valuable. Yeah, the enemy Holland must have been AFK, so that's already a bit of a downer. But yeah, the Iowa hasn't really done an awful lot either. It's an interesting ship. It's an interesting play style. You can probably stealth torp in this thing pretty successfully, given how fast the torpedoes are reloading, and the torpedoes have a bit more oomph behind them. So yeah, I would still say it's a decent line of destroyers. Obviously, I've only played the ship once, so we don't know. But I will play a little bit more, and then I'll do a second video after this in terms of, you know, what my impression is after a couple of battles, and then we'll finish it up with the Z52, with the tier 10 German destroyer, and just to get an idea if it's still worth grinding that line. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.